Hi, welcome back to Christine's Home Affairs. Guess who's back?
It's me.
For those that haven't met my mum before, this is Hannah. She's appeared in a couple of my videos before and she's come up for a couple of days to visit me.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing a sewing project together. What are we
Well,
making?
we try. Should we do like something like a basket or something?
All right.
Yeah.
We'll do a basket.
Okay.
Okay. A little storage basket for clips
where
and
you had the
things.
clips in.
Okay.
and-
That's what we're doing. So today, you guys already know because you've seen the thumbnail, but today we're going to make a little storage basket for some clips or
Whatever, little
lollies.
bits and pieces.
Yeah, whatever you like. Let's get to it. All right, I've gone ahead and pre-cut all the fabric that we need so far. Mum has no idea what she's getting.
No.
And we're going to be making this in 2 different sizes. So I'll make the larger one and you can make the smaller one.
Okay, so that's oh, look at the pussycat.
I knew you'd like that.
Oh, you've done everything.
I've done everything you need. What Mum has here are 2 square pieces of fabric that measure 8.5 inches square or 21.5 centimetres. You can just make it 22, it doesn't matter. So there are 2 pieces of fabric there and there's a piece of stabiliser on the back as well. This one here that I'm doing is a little bit larger. It's 10 inches square or 25 centimetres and we have 1 of each. And then we also want some stabiliser. Now we're using 2 different stabilisers and 2 different size pieces of fabric because we want to see what the outcome is with the shaping or the sizing of both of them and also the stability of them. Which stabiliser do you have? Oh, yep. So Mum's using a cotton iron-on interfacing. It's a medium weight and I'm using a fleecy or it's Parlan or a lightweight Palin and that's also fusible. So what you can do now is take your stabiliser, iron that to the wrong side of one of your pieces of fabric. Once you've done that, then you can take the 2 fabric pieces and place those right side together. We don't know which is the right side, do we? Choose whichever side you think looks nicer.
I think that's dark. But that really
Which one do you like better?
That one?
Okay, if you like that better, then have that facing the cats. And do you want pins or clips?
I take clips, thank you.
And we can pin or clip it all the way around. Now we need to sew all the way around and leave a small opening just big enough for turning through. So we don't need much at all, just about 2 or 3 fingers width. Is that your opening?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll backstitch here, sew all the way around, backstitch here, and then we're done.
Yeah. All the way around.
Okay, do you want to do it or shall I?
I don't touch that machine.
Let's get to it. I'll flip this around so that I've got the stabilised fabric on top. It really doesn't matter where you start. We'll backstitch here. And I'm just going to follow the edge of the stabiliser and go around until I get back to the beginning. And once we get back to the beginning, I'll leave an opening of a few fingers width, backstitch, and we'll do the next one. Once again, I'm going to have the stabilised fabric facing up. And we're back to the beginning. That has been sewn together. We have our opening on the side there. We need to clip our corners. It's like, kind of like synchronised swimming, isn't it?
It was, yeah.
And then we can turn our fabric the right way out. and poke out your corners. Okay, we've got our corners nice and square.
Yeah, some of them.
And we can take this to the iron and give that a really good press. Then we're going to top stitch all the way around all 4 edges. That will close up that opening that we have as well. You're still poking at your corners.
Yeah, because it's not pointy enough.
Okay. Here.
Thank you. That's better. Okay.
Good enough?
Yeah.
Okay. It really doesn't matter where you start, as long as you close it up. And the next one. With the top stitching finished, you want to decide which fabric you want to have on the inside of your bowl. And Mum's decided she wants her cats on the inside, and I've decided I want my floral to be on the inside. So we're going to have our aqua fabric faced up, and this is where we're going to do our folding and marking. So now we can fold the fabric in half. And I might just clip the top edge together. Just to hold that in place. And you want to find the midpoint from the top here to the bottom of where the fold is. Mine is 4.5 inches or say 12 centimetres.
Mine is 4 inches or 10 centimeter.
Okay, so we just want to mark the centre. So Mum's going to place a mark at 2 inches or 5 centimetres. Mine, I'm going to mark at 2.25 inches. So that's from the top edge, and we'll do the same from the outside edge along the fold.
So what I'm measuring 2.
Yep, the same distance. And from that mark we've made to the other mark, we're going to mark a diagonal line. This is almost like doing bowl cozies. So we've both made a mark across the diagonal here. Measure that distance and halve it. Mine is 8 centimetres. I'll mark 4 centimetres in the centre.
So I got 3, so it's 1.5,
Yep.
is it?
So our stitching line is going to be from this midpoint here up to the side seam. We're not sewing across the fold. We're just sewing the side seam
halfway up to the end.
Yep.
Yeah. So we mark it on another side too.
Yep. So once again, measure your length, halve it. So mine's 4.5. I'll measure 2.25 inches. I keep chopping between inches and centimetres. And you'll do the same distance across the fold on the bottom edge. And then find the midpoint again.
1.5. It's there.
And you'll sew from the midpoint to the outside, or the outside edge to the midpoint.
Yeah.
We'll go and do that first.
You do that.
I'll start at the outside edge with a back stitch and just stitch to the middle there. For this one, I'll do the same. And the same with Mum's little one. Okay, so we've sewn part way across the side here, and that's still open along the bottom. Open out the top of your fabric and we'll swap sides. So we'll now have this folded flap in the middle, and it's going to look a little bit awkward, but we want to do the same thing here. So the measurement that you've used across the centre, you will do exactly the same. Mum had 2 inches, I had 2 1/4 inches. Well, have you already done your diagonal?
I did, yes. Oh, I have to find the middle. That was 1.5. And then we turn it and find the corners.
So I've marked the diagonal and the centre.
And I find my 2 inches. And 2 inches from here. And then we connect them. And then we have 1.5. What, you finished already?
No, I'm just watching and,
So.
and listening and learning.
You learn. So I done my 2 corners.
Yep. All right, you can go and sew it up then.
Oh yeah.
So again, I've measured my half point. Marked my diagonal and found the midpoint there as well. So I'll go and sew them both together.
Yeah.
So once again, I'll start from the outside, sew up to the centre. All right, we have done the 4 sides of our bag. Is it a bag?
No,
Storage
it's a basket.
It's a basket, okay. So with all of these 4 sides done now, what you want to do is just finger press or mark a crease on that fold for each of them, and this will help you line up the fold with the centre where the stitching line is. Once you've done that, that fold there will be opened out, and the crease that you've got will line up with the stitching line that we've got underneath here. So you want to make sure that that stitching line is open, and then just stick your hand in to the side of the basket. Make sure that seam is open underneath so that it's not rippled. And we can grab a pin and just pop that into the side for now. You want a nice little folded triangle that's straight down the centre, and then you've got an even triangle around the side there. Is yours even? Or you were jumping ahead?
Yeah, well.
All right, you jump ahead.
Well, I done one.
Oh, okay, you're already on the other ones.
I'm on the second one.
Okay, and then we'll do the same for the others. So I like to feel it with my fingers underneath to make sure it's nice and flat, and that is open on the stitching line there.
Well, you better check if I got a center.
So once you've done that and you're happy with it, it's up to you if you think you might want to stitch this in place first. So that's folded, it folds over.
Mm-hmm. I didn't do it right, okay.
You did it right.
Yeah.
I just know that you wouldn't be happy with it if it's sitting funny. Excellent work, Mother.
Oh, thank you.
So it's up to you now if you want to actually stitch this in place and then create the folds. And what do you think, Mum, as somebody that hasn't done this before, mind you, I haven't either, would you want to just stitch down on the seam line?
You would stitch on the seam line.
Stitch in the ditch.
The
reason why we're going to stitch in the ditch is because you'll see the stitching on the other side. So if you go on the triangle,
okay, gotcha, yeah.
Whereas if we just sew on that seam line, we'll be securing this in place.
Yeah. You have to do that?
Of course not.
No. So what would be another option?
If you don't want to stitch this in place, then all you need to do now is take this section of fabric and fold it right across this fold here.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if you have to do that, you put it in the machine, you don't have enough room to sew it.
You'd sew it from the top.
Sew it from the top.
Yeah.
But then you don't
But that's
see.
a good point. It's difficult for people to see. So if you feel as though you need to secure the stitching here, take it to your machine and have the inside of the basket faced up and just do a small stitch right along here. You only need a few stitches to hold this bottom pocket in place.
So you would have to come down probably.
So we're not going to do that.
No.
Because Mum's put it in the too hard basket.
Yeah.
Should we call these too hard baskets?
Yes, you call it two hard baskets, yeah.
So now that we're not going to secure the stitches, where the fabric is...
But if you want to show how it be done, you sew yours, I leave mine open.
Fine. I'll go and do that now then.
Yes, you do that.
Because mine's bigger, it's going to be much easier.
Yeah.
So I will just do a very small stitch just here to secure each one of these in place.
So you can see what you do.
Let me go and do that while Mum watches.
Yeah.
I've got the fabric opened nicely underneath here. I'll remove that pin so that I don't stitch over it. And just hold that in place and place that down onto the bed of my machine and centre my presser foot over that seam line that we already have, and I can feel underneath where the fold is and do a couple of stitches, and that's it. So you can see here that's nicely secured. It's not going anywhere. It'll make it easier to fold the top layer of fabric over after, and you won't see anything from the inside. I'll repeat that for the others. Okay, so Mum's left Mum's left hers unstitched. She's just got it pinned together here. I've stitched with a couple of stitches just on each side, and I'm not going to bleed to death.
No, you don't.
We need to fold this down over this edge here. So we just fold that straight over this edge of fabric here, clip it in place.
Better take the needles out.
Oh, that's a good idea. Now, once you take your clips out, this is going to sit perfectly fine, exactly as it is.
Yeah, beautiful.
So you can't really see much of the cats now, can you?
No, if you put something in, it's only the outside, but that's okay.
I should have given you a bigger piece of fabric.
Yeah, I think if you make that baskets, you make it that size.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're okay too for little things, but
yeah, it's still good for lots of little clips.
Yeah, you can put it in.
But it's up to you now. If you want to decorate this with a button, you might want to sew a button just on the corner on each side. That'll look nice. You don't need to do anything at all. And I won't put a button on there because it's too bulky. And we're both too lazy.
Yes, and I don't like buttons much. The only thing you could do might be make top stitch if you want to. Yep. I don't know.
Yep. What do you think? Should we top stitch it?
Well, that one looks pretty okay like that.
So you think yours looks better than mine?
Of course, I got cats in it.
So it's up to you if you feel like you need to top stitch it. I actually don't think I want
No,
to
I don't
because
think so, no.
when you top stitch, it'll actually bring the edge of the fabric in and
Yeah.
sort of make it look a little bit bulky.
It's pretty solid, actually.
It is.
Yeah. No, it's cute. Cute little basket.
Yeah. Did you enjoy that project?
I did, yes.
So
Very nice. I
you
get
go.
some too,
You do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might have to make one when I come home.
Oh, well, maybe you can have this. That's not us snorting, it's Coco the dog.
It's a dog. Yeah.
Excellent. So how about that? We have a couple of cute little fabric storage baskets, just made out of, 2 squares of fabric and 2 different sizes. I've used the 10-inch square, Mum's used the 8.5-inch square.
Yeah.
Would you like some clips with yours?
I would love to have some.
Okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
Very nice.
Yeah. Great little storage basket. And you don't have to go and do the top stitching around the edge. It's solid enough, or it's stable enough as it
very
is.
stable, yeah.
Mum's has the stabiliser we've used in yours was the cotton,
Yeah.
and I've used the soft fleecy. So mine's a softer bag, whereas Mum's is a little bit more rigid. Even though it's a thinner stabiliser, it actually sits a little bit more stably. Stably, is that a word?
Stable?
It has more stability.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like these?
I love them. They're
Yeah?
cute, yeah.
There you go. You can have both of them.
Oh, see,
Oh,
they'll
look,
fit
they're
together.
stackable.
They'll
And we
stack
didn't
up.
even know.
Yeah.
So that tells me then, if you have them at 1.5 inches apart in size increment, they'll stack inside each other
Yeah.
nicely. So we've got an 8.5, a 10. The next one you would go would be 11.5, and you could have like the babushka
Different
dolls
sizes.
worth of
Yeah, that's right.
babushka
Yeah.
baskets. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed this video and a quick catch up with Mum.
Yeah, well, it's nice seeing you all again. Or you see me, I don't see you, but
It was nice for them, wasn't it?
yeah.
Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for
Yes.
now.
In a couple of months. Yeah. Okay, bye.